What's good? It's your boy Shay coming at you with another Big Brother update. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video everywhere they're talking about Big Brother, especially the celebrity edition. Okay, episode 2. I will say it was a little more entertaining to watch this time around, even just watching them chill. I still think they're totally pampered. I mean, they should call this the Big Brother Resort. Actually, that's what we're going to start calling it. It's no longer the Big Brother House. We're going to refer to this as the Big Brother Resort. And in the Big Brother Resort today, you saw them do facials, nails, all types of silly shit. And the gameplay, they're into it, you know, in a nice pace. But it's just so lopsided and stupid. And I'm gonna get into it. Chuck pulled a great game move, but he didn't even really realize he pulled a great game move because he didn't really parlay it like he should. But because he should have just told him the truth. But we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so pretty much everybody has started off. Everybody's talking to Shannon, and you know everybody is saying that Shannon is clearly a big target now because, you know, she kicked ass in that HOH competition. It's crazy how one competition where there was really no type of skill involved, she just was good at hanging there and not dropping. And now everybody's like, oh, she's just such a tough competitor. Like, that don't mean shit. It wasn't like she won some big-ass quiz or some shit like that. Like, a hanging competition, and that's the only competition you have under your belt, you got to do a lot more before I'm scared of you like that. So, but I did feel like everybody was scared of her from that shit. And Chuck, surprisingly, had started talking game way earlier than I thought. He caught on a lot faster than I thought he would. Ron still ain't catching on, but I mean, Ron's waiting to see, you know, he's waiting to be told the game starts, you know what I mean? So he doesn't realize that he's in the middle of the game right now. So, which we'll get back to him. So the gift bag twist. So basically, only one person can open their gift bag. Either they have swag, which is probably some kind of goofy ass outfit, or the recast power, where at that very moment they become HOH. Shannon's no longer HOH. Her nominees aren't revealed, and the new HOH reveals 2 nominees right then. So the guys, so basically the guys already showed cracks in their alliance from jump, or at least that's how they showed it. I don't know the exact order. I'm gonna have to go back and watch to see the exact order. But when you see James and Chuck talking, and they're already basically like, Ron's expendable. Like, out the gate, they like, he's expendable. He doesn't even really know what was going on like that, and you know all this other shit, which was basically confirmed later on in the episode by his diary room session. But you know, I like Mark because Mark, he be keeping it 100, sometimes to his detriment. Even though I thought Shannon was she's being weird about people telling her that they consider her, you know, one of the stronger. You just won HOH. They really just giving you props for being HOH, but you're taking that as, oh, you said I'm a good competitor, even though I won the only contest. You might be going home. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, Shannon, calm down. Calm down. It's not that deep. At least not yet. You know what I mean? So, you had Shannon have those conversations, and Shannon thinks she's just running the house because she thinks anytime you got that many people in the house and you assume that each one of them is telling you the truth, you losing. Oh yeah, I'm telling my girls, and then I'm gonna tell the girls, and I'm going to talk to the guys. Already, I'm telling you out Jump Street. When you told them girls that you were gonna go talk to the guys and run it past the guys about the whole plan to put up Mark and Ron, since Ron said he wanted to leave to go be with his wife, you not realize that at least one of them, most likely the Big O, was thinking, well, if you got such a good relationship with the guys, why should we, the girls, trust you so much? because her nominations didn't make a lick of sense. The whole girl side, and when I say girls, that includes Ross, and that's not calling Ross a girl. He's clicked with the girls, damn it. He was calling himself some shit. He said more offensive stuff about himself this episode than I'll ever say. And I'll probably say some shit. So, whatever. And so, you know, the girls all said, hey, James gotta go. You know, they all feel like James is a tough competitor. James is a tough competitor. He's extra gung-ho. But him acting like he doesn't know why he's a target, like, you're the only one of the guys, like, actually playing Big Brother. Like, Chuck is baby stepping his way into playing Big Brother. But he still doesn't really understand the game Big Brother yet. So, he, you know, he knows his conspiring stuff and things of that nature. So, you know, but he doesn't know the ins and outs of Big Brother and what could be around the corner. You really don't either. I don't think James does either, but I think he definitely has way more of a grasp than Chuck. But all of their gameplay is just so flimsy. Because like I was just saying, you got the whole girl side saying we should put out James, and then you come back and go, well, we should put up Mark as a pawn because he agreed to, which I don't know, what the fuck is Mark doing? There ain't even no alliance. It's just like all of the girls got an alliance with Ross, and then all of the guys got a side alliance with Shannon. It's the weirdest shit ever. So like Shannon has like a Paul situation, and she don't even really realize. She actually has a situation better than what Paul had. Because there was at least Cody and a couple people like, wait a minute. Everybody in the house has an alliance with Shannon. Nobody has said shit about this yet. So, you know, because then the guys started talking, was like, well, we see that the girls are starting to click up, and then, you know, they try to count Ross, and they like, nah, Ross with the girls. And so, because that's why I found it hilarious, because Shannon's an idiot. Shannon's like, yeah, we can use Ross on our team because Ross can go back and spy on the guys. Them motherfuckers was never saying shit around Ross. Nope. Nope. No way. They was never saying shit around him anyway. So once you said that let me know you're an idiot. You don't really know what's going on. You're just in power right now from hanging up there. I mean, she knows Big Brother a little more than most, but she's like an intermediate player. Like, she ain't got no real advanced game to her yet because she's already made an alliance with everybody. Ask Ronnie how that went. So the guys start talking, and then Ron, out of nowhere, he goes from not really even understanding how the game's played to, we all got to open our gift bags. Production gave him that line like a motherfucker. Production gave him that line. Now we got to open our gift bags. Get the fuck out of here. They gave him that line. I thought that shit was funny. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The Big O and Rudy scuffle, if you will. Wasn't much of a scuffle. They didn't get in like no tense argument. Here's what I'll say. Two things. Okay. I can see where Omarosa's coming from in saying that both situations are the same. I can see where she's coming from in saying that. But I'm going to tell you where it's not. Rudy was on the Cosby Show from the ages of 4 to 13. Bill Cosby's alleged allegations, from everything I've heard, has all been grown women. Which means that if he was nothing but good to Rudy, from the ages of 4 to 13 when she rocked with Bill, that's all she ever knew. So, of course, I'm not surprised that she would defend Bill Cosby until, it was, you know, even past when everybody agreed that, okay, he did it. You know, even past that part. You see what I'm saying? So, all she had was childhood memories. Omarosa, the shit you were on with the White House, you knew what all of that was. You knew what that was. You knew what Donald Trump was. You knew who he was. You knew what was going on in his rallies. You knew all of that shit. I'm not trying to hear that I was in such a bubble. Donald Trump was out there in the streets. He was out there. He'd go like pack out football stadium and all this stuff. And people be getting beat up and stuff. And this is like me leaving all of my political beliefs out of it. This is completely objective. Like, there was stuff that would happen at his uh rallies and shit like that, and you saw all of that shit. Cause here's my thing is, if they wouldn't have fired you, would you have quit? Fuck no. I'm not gonna sit here and knock you for going to get your money, but then when your money dry up and now you see that everybody hates you for going to take that money, then I mean, you can't be mad. That's the risk you took. You know, when you say shit like, for me rocking with him, because we knew exactly who she was talking about, because she never said his name, but she was like, for me rocking with him, I lost hundreds of other people. But you knew that. Regardless if you think those 100 people were right about Trump or wrong about Trump, you knew that rocking with him, because that's my whole thing is, from an objective standpoint, it doesn't matter if the people that were mad at you for messing with Trump were right or wrong. You knew they were mad, and you knew they would be mad. You know, being on the Apprentice and all that shit is another thing, but from a standpoint of those people that don't rock with you, they're mad because they figured you took that job as a token black, and then you say that you never even like came in contact really with the president much while you were in there. So what the fuck were you even doing? So you trying to play victim and shit now and saying you wouldn't vote for him again. Like, you wouldn't vote for him because he got rid of you. And then the motherfuckers dissed her at the White House today. They dissed her because somebody in the press pool asked a question to a spokesperson asking about Omarosa. And they said that she's already been fired from The Apprentice 3 times and we fired her a 4th time. So I'm not going to sit here and I'm not backing you on that. You not no victim, big O. You chase the bread dried up, you gotta come back home, you ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? It's like, and you wonder why people hate you. Like, everybody in that house is shook by you. Shook. Cause they waiting to see, like, even when you were like sitting there like basically spilling your heart out, Ross in the diary room like, is this fake? Because look at the total 180 you've done. You went from being this bitch on this reality show that everybody hate. Then you took that bitchy attitude to the White House. That's what you were billed as, is Omarosa from that. It wasn't like Omarosa that does this. It was Omarosa from The Apprentice. And then you were going on news shows and you was spewing talking points. That's what you were doing. So you made your bed, you lying it. So I did think it was funny though. She threw Bill Cosby up in her face because I will at least give her that. It's like, if I had Bill Cosby on my resume as a motherfucker I ever was on record defending, I pretty much would shut the fuck up when people start talking about who other motherfuckers defend. Because, like I said, whether right or wrong, you look pretty fucked up talking about somebody defending one motherfucker and then you defended another motherfucker on that shit. So, Chuck is a bad liar. Like, when he talked to Shannon, he got the stuttering and fumbling and bumbling and all that shit. And I'm like, dude, he all but told her everything. Like, Chuck, you married, man. Calm down. Take a deep breath, man. You one of the greatest fighters of all time. You gonna act like you ain't never been around a bunch of pretty girls or a pretty girl like Shannon Elizabeth? Calm down. He got the stuttering. I was like, man. But, I mean, I do like James. He's a little rough around the edges. He can be molded down a little bit. But I do like James overall. And I thought Ron was using his soft side to, like, get to Shannon to get off the radar. But instead, he really went in the diary room and started crying. I was like, well, damn. I mean, I don't get why Shannon would be like, she wanted to send Ron home behind that. If you're a Big Brother fan, you know that people like that, you might as well go ahead and keep. You might as well go ahead and keep them. And then somehow, okay, so let me not jump ahead. So we get to nomination ceremony, and I'm expecting Meta and Mark weak ass nominations. So before they get to that, they do the gift bag. So Chuck's at the door waiting. Chuck should have told them straight up, I'm doing it, to make them show their hand, because they showed their hand big time. When Chuck goes into there to do that, you just gotta if he gets it, he gets it. You know what I mean? Y'all showed a 7-person alliance because one man went inside to get a gift bag. It wasn't guaranteed. So what was it, 11 bags or 10 bags? So he had a 10% chance of getting that recast. You got to live with them odds, man. I'm a numbers person. Everybody that know me knows I'm analytics all day. You got to take those chances. If he gets it, he gets it. Then we decide from then. Because even though he can nominate who he want, he don't have the fucking votes. And the girls aren't thinking long term anyway, because it's like 3 fucking dudes. You kick motherfucking James. You kick out James this week. You kick out Chuck next week. Uh-oh. Y'all got to start fighting each other already. Cuz said it best. Y'all should have had, nobody's had a guy and girl final 2 deal yet. When it's right for the making, because everybody's dumb enough to believe this guys versus gals shit. And these motherfuckers 40, 50 years old sitting around thinking guys versus gals still. So when Chuck went in there, they should have just fucking stood strong. But the fucked up thing is, I don't think like Chuck, maybe Mark, he's smart enough to catch it. But the rest of the motherfuckers, I don't even think they really caught on to what she was doing or what they did. They literally showed y'all they have a 7-person alliance, including Ross. Or is it 6? 6 including Ross. They got a whole alliance including Ross. And then Rudy gets to open her bag. Of course she has the recast. She recasts and she puts up Chuck and James. So we'll see how that shakes at veto. But how is Ron mad at Rudy for her not nominating him, sending him home, when you told that shit to Shannon? You're killing me, Ron. Either way, Rudy made some strong nominations. I think that the first girl that realized that Shannon has an alliance with everybody will, I think Shannon's up there to go. Because if one of the guys get empowered, that's going to be one of the biggest targets. And it's either going to be the Big O or Shannon. Going to be the biggest targets for the guys. Because Shannon has an alliance with everybody, but nobody realizes it. Because the guys were like, we're all going to open our gift bags. And then they all talked to Shannon. And then after they went from, we're all going to open our gift bags, to Mark talked to Shannon. He agreed to be a pawn. Chuck talked to Shannon. He was like, I'm not going to use my bag. He was just like, I'm just going to lie to this pretty bitch. I'm going to just lie to her. And then James was like, bet, I won't use my bag if you promise I'm not a target. Motherfucker, you're a target. Then you end up on the block. I don't even know why. I don't understand why I'm a target. Hello, dumbass. It's guys versus girls, and you were the only guy to last the longest in the HOH competition. Public enemy number 1. Idiot. All right, man, let me get up out of here, man. I got to get to work. You know how it is. Hey, I'm going to get back on the feeds tonight, and I'll probably come with an update in the morning. If I don't, we will definitely be here tomorrow night after the 2-hour special, 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 11 out West. They said it's live. So they said it's a live 2-hour finale, live 2-hour special Friday show. So this is I guess you could say this is the finale of the 3-part premiere. What the fuck kind of shit is this, CBS? Just start the damn show. 3rd night of a mother. I'm guessing Vito, somebody's going home. They'll probably have some type of twist. I mean, that gift bag shit was whack because the odds in that gift bag shit were so terrible. I don't know why anybody would have tried to open a bag outside of James just for a home run swing. This motherfucker's talking about he just didn't want to wear a leotard. So 10% chance of getting that bag. Nobody should have opened the bag. And then the girls end up showing their whole alliance, and the guys are too stupid to realize it. So, with that being said, if some of these people on here consider celebrities, we need to look at my resume, consider me a celebrity, and then y'all can put me in the house, and I'll run through these motherfuckers in a week. We can split the $250K, just like that. Get in the comment section. Let me know what I missed. Shout out to everybody that's been hitting me up, man. I love being back, man. I love talking to you guys, so keep hitting me up. Hit me up on Twitter at Metro D. Hit me up on Facebook at BB Life with Shay. And as always, your boy, I'm probably lying.